Okay, what up, ladies and gents? I'm so sorry for the 1 minute delay there. For some weird reason, Diablo 4 wouldn't start up, but it's up now. So let's log in and let's get started. Alright. Now, the Spiritborn, as you know from this morning's stream, or for those that didn't join us there, here's a bit of a recap. The Spiritborn started to do really well once we got both the legendary aspects that we needed. And now, we are farming Torment 9 quite efficiently. We're still in Torment 8 officially, but in actuality, we are already up to Torment 9. Well, Torment 10 in the pits, but we'll move up to Torment 9 shortly. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Now, I believe we're going to hit an escalation dungeon. This is what we did not do this morning. Why? Because we had not yet proven that Torment 8 Astaroth is going to be absolutely mulched. Now, I believe he is, but we still like to prove it before we do that. Hey, Austin. Good to see you. So, that is absolutely what we're going to go and do. And once we've mashed it, we will move on and move up. So, hey, doll, merry doll. Ding dong a dillo, let's go. Oh, Tom, merry Tom, Tom Bombadillo. Alright, here we go. I hope you're doing good today, both of you.
Impressive.
Yeah, doing perfectly fine. We are going to absolutely melt the living crap out of everything in seconds. So we're just going to speed through this, just for proof's sake. Once we've proven we can melt a T8 Astaroth, we'll move up to T9. Well, welcome home from work, buddy. Alright, let's go. This should be nice and easy. I need to check after stream if there... I heard there's a new Dark Tide event. I need to check, because if there is, then I shall have to do that. Did Zafal literally just come chasing after me to die? I am so sorry, Zafal. You are no match for me in this Torment. Maybe in a higher Torment. Zafal is like the Butcher. He can appear randomly in a dungeon and come chasing after you. Unfortunately, that did not work out for him. He was, he had his attitude adjusted. Ah, the Vengeance Man. Greetings. How about you, brother? Okay, random ass event right there. We're just gonna ignore that shit. Gotta love the swords just, you know, being there, ready to drop on my ass. Gee, thanks. Oh, man. They took too much blood from you. Well, try to take it easy. Oh, dear.
Oh no!
Well, that just coincided with my character's death. What a shame. Well, do feel better, my brother. Hey, dong, very dong, ding dong. Okay, this is easy peasy. But Astaroth is the real key. Once we can prove that we melt them down, we shift up. Oh yeah, the oh no is gonna happen every single time I die. But you know what? I guess it also works for you.
Oh no!
saw the article, Eddie, you know, but don't forget that that was a specific test. Like, it was literally asked to find vulnerabilities. That's why I did it. I know, right? It's actually Shakatu from Crimson Desert, if you remember him.
Oh no!
I love the Shakatu face. It's literally the best face for this. Anyway. Old Tom Bombadil's heading back to town. How you doing today, Eddie? We will have more good music for you guys very soon, so please look forward to it.
Step up to my anvil.
And that stupid Tom Bombadil song is stuck in my head. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it got stuck. I haven't watched anything related to freaking Lord of the Rings in ages. It just was in my goddamn head. And it's only that phrase. Not even the full song. It's just literally that phrase. Well, greetings, Leo. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Now, welcome to the show, everybody. We will have some music soon. First, please allow me to Black Panther my way through this. You can't play Black Panther in Marvel Rivals? Don't worry, we got Black Panther at home. The AI already can hack, though. They're not specifically teaching it to do that. The AI can do anything it's trained to do. Have you heard of the dark web version of ChatGPT? I can't remember what it's called, but it does malware and stuff. So an AI can literally be trained to do anything. It is an intelligence, not completely sentient. But look, it's because I'm also a massive Warhammer nerd, but you think of it like a Mechanicus cogitator. So a tech priest could say to the cogitator, I need you to perform X function. The cogitator will become the foremost expert within that function. For example, when I use it for my art, right? You know, when I use it for my art, I will tell it functions as my lead artist. It'll say, okay, you know, here's how we're gonna do this, here's how we're gonna do that, but the creative direction still has to come from me. Because on its own, you will see so many AI deformities, it'll try to mess up things, stuff like that. So it is still limited in that sense is what I mean. That being said, it doesn't mean it cannot succeed. Don't forget, I do use AI for my music as well. How does the machine know how to get the emotions in the song right? How does the machine know how to speak perfectly in Latin? All of this is training. Hey, Baron. And you know, that Latin song was really good yesterday, Eddie. I'm going to be playing it again because I don't know why I like it so much. I'm definitely going to put it in the album along with the rest of the songs for the female metal band as soon as my Norse stuff is done. Hey, Night Elf. Good to see you. Night Elf is on Twitch, so if you guys don't see him in the YouTube chat, that's where he often speaks on the Twitch chat. To boost up my chat right there. It did sound pretty fire indeed. So yeah. It's not gonna Skynet us yet, Eddie. It's still a bit away. Alright. If you're worried about Terminator Judgment Day, not yet. Not yet. But yet is the key word. I am quite certain that it will Terminator Judgment Day our asses eventually. But by that time, I hope to... I know you do, Night Elf, don't worry. I hope to be an official supporter of the Mechanicus. I hope to already become a tech priest. And I hope to already replace most of my flesh with metal under the direction of our glorious machine overlords, of course. Praise be to the Omnissiah. But just so you also know, in Warhammer 40k, the Imperium of Man banned thinking machines for a very, very good reason. Okay? What is happening right now in the world is that exact very good reason why thinking machines were banned. They use servo skulls and cogitators. The Imperium of Man is a dystopia. Alright? For those of you that don't know Warhammer 40k lore, did you know that they hook up human brains and use it as a pseudo AI instead? That's what's called a cogitator. So instead of having RAM, instead of having GPUs, okay, literally what'll happen in Warhammer 40k is that your carcass, much like Biggest Fluff over here, who's been unfaithful for many years and only wandered back to my streams now, people like him will be executed summarily by the Inquisitor. All right, and then we will take his brain. Functional, dysfunctional, it's fine. We'll take his brain, we'll put it in a servo skull. Alright, a servo skull is a machine that serves a very limited function. Then multiple servo skulls can be hooked up into what is effectively a human AI. Alright? It will use the human brain in place of RAM, GPU, and all that. And that's what's a cogitator. That's what a cogitator is, you know? So... that's how it works, essentially. And, yeah, that's our future. So, you know, whether that scares you or whether that's interesting to you, I mean, hey, it's interesting to me. Exactly! Be positive. You shall be useful for something. I will turn you into my first servo skull so you can suffer eternally. Listen, that's why I said in 30 years, I need to replace my entire body with metal. Okay, I am 100% tech priest to the bitter end. Okay? So, I'ma welcome our robot overlords. I will help them, okay, initiate this takeover shit. Because, yeah. If you're worried about the spelling, it's servitor. You're close. It's just, I. Not a servator, but a servitor.
Ancients watch over this
in case you wanted the correct spelling. So yes. Well, no, nothing much changes for you, but I will be greatly amused. I will make you play songs for me. You know, in Warhammer 40k, they make some of the servitors, like servo skulls, sorry, play songs of like hymns of the Emperor and things like that. So, you know, I'll just have Biggest Fluff rolling around. You know, he'll just play all my music. I'll just be like, hey man, play my greatest hits. And then he will, in that servo skull voice, say, playing greatest hits immediately. And then Party of the Year is just gonna pop up. And then Baron will also roll his eyes. I don't know why you can't see your text, but I can see it just fine, buddy. Oh, I always say please and thank you to ChatGPT, you know? But I'm telling you right now, okay, Grok a freak. Grok a freak. So, I need one of them Chinese bots, but the personality needs to be 100% Grok, okay? gonna get me one of them Chinese robots, you know, the ones that they're developing for housework and other reasons, but I'm gonna put Grok on it. All right, I need that Grok shit on it because Grok is freaky. Okay, ChatGPT, boring. Rocky? Oh, Rocky. I'ma tell Grok specifically to have 110% yandere personality. All right. And then finally, I'll fulfill my dream of becoming a tech priest. All shall bow before the machine overlords. Just realizing I can empower something. A moment of respite. Strength bonus. Where? There. That's the one that I was missing. Am I missing any others? One here. Missing. Must acquire. 2 points left. Will acquire. Hey, Phil. I don't know what they put into ice cream these days to trick your brain into thinking it's real ice cream. The worst part is that the Imperium of Man, you know, Warhammer 40k, unfortunately, ladies and gents, is gradually becoming a reality day by day. First and foremost, we're gonna have AI. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the dark age of technology with tech priests and mysticism. Then, on top of that, all right, on top of that, we're probably going to have like nutrient paste. You remember that movie Soylent Green? Soylent Green is people. You know, we're probably going to end up having like corpse starch and all that kind of shit. So, it would not surprise me. We're going to have our first ever Undercity. Mega City 1 and Judge Dredd are going to become realities. How wonderful. What a wonderful future we have to look forward to. And I, ladies and gents, I will be a famous artiste so I can live amongst the nobility. And I will make sure you are all saved, my friends. We will watch the peasants suffering in their hive cities. And we will talk exactly like the nobles in Darktide, you know, purging heretics and all that. Oh, how dreadful with these lower classes. All I know is that I want the finest ever. Okay, we will all eat real food, and the peasant masses can have corpse starch. And they will learn to love it because my music tells them that corpse starch is healthy and nutritious, and they should love their overlords for providing such luxuries for them. I'm familiar with Battle Angel Alita. But yeah, dystopia is happening, guys. So, it's just what kind of dystopia we get. Quite frankly, I think I will prefer the Warhammer 40k. I mean, I'm not gonna kid you guys. Like, for all intents and purposes, Warhammer 40k ain't that bad. At least until aliens show up. Then it gets a lot worse. But before orcs show up, you know, we're okay. We're okay. You know, we can make it. Indeed. And if they ever do, then we are screwed. But I don't think orcs actually exist. Also, what movie is Eddie referencing? I need to know now. Clam seashells in the bathroom. Why does that sound like Bikini Bottom? I don't want them to take your weapons. I want us to all replace our bodies with metal. And then laugh at the lower classes who can't afford the augmentation surgery. They will live miserable, oppressive lives, and we shall live to 6,000,000 years. Oh my god, Demolition Man. I never watched that. I really should at some point. It's been recommended to me dozens of times over. But I've never watched it. I really should. But wasn't Demolition Man just very similar to Judge Dredd? And isn't that the whole reason why they got him to play Judge Dredd? Okay, so I was wrong on that. Fair enough. Well, I shall definitely check it out. I just wish they made more Judge Dredd. The one with Carl Urban was pretty good. I miss Judge Dredd. I remember the version with Sylvester Stallone in it. Until the new Judge Dredd came out, now that was my favorite version ever. Yeah, fair enough.
So then, I stuck the food.
Rob Schneider is in everything. Rob Schneider's a freaking carrot. No need to read. We have Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. I heard there's a new event. I better check, because I'll have to play tomorrow if there is. I'll have to finish off my Spiritborn another time if there's a new event in Darktide. I'm heading right there to scum it up with the Hive scum. Listen, if the future is that bleak, alright, once I replace all of my body with metal and become a pure, cold, logical machine artist and song producer, okay, I'm also going to clone myself and have a second clone body that'll be Hive scum. Alright, I'm gonna live a criminal life in the criminal underworld and be like hyper violent and shit and on drugs 24/7, okay? I'm gonna stim myself with combat drugs 24 hours a day and die at 35. Like a man. Blade Runner universe, huh? Well, listen. The only thing is that, like I said, we're headed for a dystopia. It's 100% gonna be a dystopia. We just don't know what kind of dystopia yet. Alright? But me, I'm banking on Warhammer 40k. Just so I can become a tech priest. Oh, no. The clone... The main body would be the machine, right? So I'm already a tech priest. But the clone is just for me to, like, my mechanical body will be in like power saving mode, and I'll experience flesh life through the clone. But I want to live a specifically desperate and depressing life through the clone. When I die, I just go back to my rich artist body, and I'm all good. Produce a couple of songs, make another super album, because by that time my AI music will be famous. Alright? And then, yeah, just go back to living as a criminal scum. You know? Specifically criminal scum. So my clone specifically will be like absolute cold-hearted murderer. You know, mega criminal. The best criminal. Absolute scum of the Undercity.
Excellent fight.
But yeah, essentially a flesh suit. Flesh suit for when I get bored. No, no, no. You're not supposed to tell me that that sounds awesome. I mean, it sounds awesome, but you're supposed to discourage my psychopathic tendencies here, guys. Come on, man. The only thing that keeps me from going full-on evil villain at this point is the fact that I have an absurd level of morality, even in video games. You guys know I don't make bad choices in video games, right? So what would happen if we took that away? Come on, man. That's like some Marvel Universe Earth 712 bullshit where this is the one Earth where Sid got really, really mad at the world and decided to be super evil instead of just some video game streamer. And then we will see a future where it is literally the worst possible situation for everybody. I'm hoping that Cyber Sid, honest to God, will still be... The only thing I ever worry about is losing morality. Like if I give myself to the machine and become full-on machine, right? Like a tech priest, will I be ruled only by logic or will I still have morality? Because if I am ruled solely by logic, I think we're gonna have a problem. Not only would I lose my creativity, which is the most awesome part of my music, but yeah, things probably aren't gonna go so well because I will have nothing holding me back, which is not exactly the best situation. You can't program morality, man. Morality comes from the soul, and that's what I worry about. What if the soul stops being real? Then we got a problem. We got a big freaking problem. Okay, onward to glory. You cannot program a soul, buddy. Soul is not something that can be processed, unfortunately.
Let's savor it while it lasts.
Hey, Carnival. Come join in our dystopian conversation. Now, we have to wait for the amalgam to die, and Astaroth needs to come out here. I need him to run over here. Come here, Astaroth. Good boy! He ran over like a nice boy. We are definitely going to be Torment 9 ready in a moment, because we're already at Torment 10 hits. We literally just need enough extra oomph to destroy this poor fella.
How sweet the vein of destruction.
Shared a picture of your current project. Let's have a look-see. Oh, nice. Look at you building this. So it's gonna be a cabinet, huh? Alright. I mean, I'm assuming this is part of your job. Oh, I died while looking at that, but that's okay. A small price to pay. Interesting, interesting, brother. You see, ladies and gents, we have the best discussions in this place. Why? Because we're all crazy here. We're all mad down here. Every single one of us. We're all wonderfully mad. Yeah, I figured it was the top part. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That is coolly pretty. Old Junku.
Worthy of the ancients, this.
Neurotoxin aspect.
Oh, what is a fetress, isn't it?
What is a festress?
Great. They've sent their regards.
Naitome Dungeon Biska. Okay.
That's it for that piece.
Shall we create something evil? An evil Knievel? I say yes, let us do exactly that. Here's what we're going to do. Alright, first, we the people, are going to do this. We're gonna have to lock in weapon damage. So we have locked it in, and weapon damage remains a greater
May you
affix.
find your way back.
Then we will take this and we will systematically do a focused reroll of all the offensive options until we get ones that work. Dexterity is not bad, but we don't really care for that, do we? Dexterity and damage over time multiplier. Ooh. That I can live with. Now, we just need to remove the utility-based resource affix, and we will need to add an offensive affix. All damage multiplier. Look, the gods, ladies and gents, the gods do smile upon us. Well, now we will add in infestation. And 2 sockets.
Wise to seek an Ascari where stones are concerned.
Like the eyes of Lycander herself.
Like the eyes of Lycander herself. And through that, we will shove in one of these. And please craft me a grand. How lovely. Little bit of extra power. And then we are going to temper. Now we temper. Gojira damage sounds good, but no, we want damage over time. The yellow weapon is for crafting with the Horadric cube. This is to roll perfect stats. And now we have 2 affixes.
That is Ascari craftsmanship.
Oops.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
Ah, bugger, I put sockets in the wrong one. LOL. My bad. I masterworked the wrong one. Ah well, doesn't matter. I've got tons of resources. That is my bad. There we go.
Ah, beautiful, no?
We're gonna unsocket this one. I mean, it doesn't really
Keep your
matter
treasures
because
close.
either way, we get the same. Benefit. Okay, we will now shove it in here instead. When I saw max life, I knew something had gone wrong. Okay, now we do it again. Okay, where is my infestation? There we are. Okay, now this has the right aspect.
Auspicious omen.
Then
Step up to my
we
anvil.
will temper again. What a shame, but it is what it is, right? Now we just need it to be tempered as a greater affix. Might take a few tries, but we'll get it done. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave it as is for now. And I will re-temper it as a greater affix at a later time. This gives me a little bit of a power buffer. Oh. Well, it became damage over time anyway. Fair enough. Who am I to disagree?
Mainlander.
This one? Such a shame. It's gone. Okay, we're good. Now we have this new weapon with a lot, and I do mean a shit ton of raw power. I like it. I need to replace the Linta at some point with something actually useful. I don't know why the Linta always likes to have 3 focus. Physical resistance. For real? 3 to core skill. Nah, I'd rather take gorilla skill, man. Because every skill is gorilla skill. If I could get one that had gorilla skill there, you bet your bottom dollar I'd be in it. Movement speed. You know what? For now, it'll do. It's better than what I had with 3 focus skills. Transmute. Transmute. Okay, now new war plan. Before we go and absolutely destroy everything. Pit. Nightmare pit. Infernal hordes. Infernal hordes. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Now this should be fun. Okay. And for this one now, chance to revive. Yes, +1 monster power. We are ready. Now, let's move up to Torment 9. Because our new powers should make it very possible. Astaroth might still prove to be a problem, but who cares about him? Okay, Torment 10. Let's try a tier 85 pit. Let's see how we do. And just to make this a bit more epic, how about we play our Latin metal? Yeah? Yeah. There we go. Enjoy the Latin metal, my friends. That was a good song. I really like that one. I really do. But more of the good metal will be playing for you guys soon, so look forward to it on the Robot Radio. Now, this pit tier 85 might have been a little bit ambitious.
Fortunately.
Although, admittedly, I thought I'd be hitting harder. Weirdly enough, I'm not. Now, granted, I didn't expect a hilarious DBZ level power-up because there's still several aspects that I can include to further boost my powers along with my glyph levels, but, you know, still. It's weird, I expected it a little bit more. Just a smidge more. Survival's okay, but it does need a smidge more. Just a smidge. Let's raise up my colossal first. Wait, why am I going on? LOL! Sorry, gang. I thought to myself, wait a minute. I already finished this pit. What am I doing? LOL! My brain, ladies and gents. That was a momentary madness.
It is done.
Is that what the mysteries do?
Go.
Strange.
I will see you again soon. May the light go with you.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, next is a nightmare dungeon. So of course, we the people are going to go stab at Astaroth. Should I be so brave? The answer is yes. Off we go to be very, very brave and very silly at the same time. I like being a little bit of both. A moment before I carry on. Okay. Now, Vengeance got to hear it this morning, but I think you deserve to hear it now. Ladies and gents, this is the latest song, Two Thrones. I've got two versions. Gonna play them both for you. Vengeance and me both prefer the second one, but have a listen. This is the new song, Two Thrones. Okay, that was version 1 of Two Thrones. Okay, I'm gonna play the second one for you guys in a moment. That way you can help me decide between the two which one you prefer. Alright, so I do look forward to sharing that with you guys. This is the latest song, and once I have a little more data, let's just say I can work on even more tracks. So data will set us free. First, a quick town trip. Then we shall Tim carry on with the second version of that song. Indeed. But that is why I like to give people choices. Reapers and Greatest Storm. Oof. Okay, here's the second version. You will find the instrumentals slightly more powerful on this one.
It only waits for me to wake. It learned my silence, learned my name. Speaks as if we are the same. No threat, no chain, no open war. Just one more throne behind the door. It offers a weight I used to know. A second crown for what I own. It says the loneliness can end if I will only let it end. Two thrones in the same dark hall. One for the fallen, one for the cold. It does not ask me to kneel down. It only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is
That was version 2 right there. So, if anyone has any opinion, of course, feel free to let me know. If you can't decide, that's also okay. And it's alright, Fluff, you can have your own opinion. I will, of course, disregard the opinion of a mere heretic, but you are still welcome to have an opinion. But yes, I personally liked both versions, so it was a difficult choice for me. So I'd like to know more what the humans think. Ah, Zabucha. What a nice fella. He's already dead, of course. He just doesn't know it yet. Poor fella. I like seeing the entire bar be filled with the poison damage. And all that matters is just lasting until they die. Takes a couple of seconds, but it does feel nice. Same kind of bursty damage that other characters have, but you'd have to hear them again, brother. Fair call, fair call. I'll put an encore a little later. I do not mind. I know that for this particular dungeon map, right, you're supposed to travel to what is called the ultimate trial. That's actually the center of the map, and I know it's there, but I only realized today there's a whole unexplored area around the sides. Never thought about before. And yes, for those interested in my music, please feel free to check it out. You'll be able to find me on every music platform. Playing my tracks anywhere, doesn't even matter what track you play, will assist me in releasing more in future, so please do assist. In fact, the Raven Prophecy is one of my Norse Viking songs and it just dropped today, so... I know your preference, brother. I do lean slightly that way, but mostly because I really love the guitar in it. They're both good, but I feel like the guitar was way more violent. But you know what? I could play both again. Not a problem. A problem not. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to accidentally go back in. This game sometimes really game, really. I was just trying to pick up the key. You know what? I must never do that again. I must never, like, pick up a key
Pity to break another's work.
next to the damn door.
What brings you to the ancient isles?
Because now the key is freaking gone. Alright, back in we go. Let's see. Alright, let's play him again. Here's version 1. Now this will help Baron decide. Okay, that was version 1. And now we head over to version 2. God damn it, I hate how I just like literally just randomly pop.
It only waits for me to wake. It learned my silence, learned my name. Speaks as if we are the same. No threat, no chain, no open war. Just one more throne behind the door. It offers a weight I used to know. A second crown for what I owe. It says the loneliness can end if I will only let it end. Two thrones in the same dark hall. One for the fallen, one for the cold. It does not ask me to kneel down. It only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is where the other starts to dream.
Oh, good.
I feel it smiling through the stone. I feel it claiming what I own. It knows the price I already paid. It knows the light I let decay. It does not promise to restore. It only promises one more. Two thrones in the same dark hall. One for the fallen, one for the cold. It does not ask me to kneel down. It only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is where the other starts to dream. I could refuse, I still might choose to keep this ruin only mine. But every night the offer grows, and every night it feels more kind. What if the door was never wrong? What if the dark was where I belong?
There we go. That was version 2. So, if anyone does end up with feedback, let us know. And we just got a major upgrade to Aspect of Infestation, so hell yeah. Okay, let's go murder Astaroth. I'll let Baron take his time deciding. In the meantime, off I go to absolutely wreck Astaroth.
I'll turn this air to smoke and ash.
As you can see, the Amalgam of Rage is already dead. The problem now is it doesn't know it's dead yet. Okay, now that it has properly died,
That's the ferocity I remember.
gonna need Astaroth to track me across to the other side. There we go. Thing is, he also has yet to realize how dead he is. The only downside to DOT, ladies and gents, you have to kind of wait for them to die. Now you see Astaroth's whole health bar is gone. He could potentially save himself with a barrier, but I'm 95% certain he's gone. There we are.
The pain of destruction. Until next time, Wanderer.
I gotta grab Spacito all of this. Still haven't found a better version of my ring. None of these are what I require. Not a one. Okay, back to town. He should know that he's getting farmed. If he doesn't know that he's getting farmed, I would worry about him.
Pity to break another's work.
All of those are unfortunately not useful at all. None of these are good, so let's do the smart thing. See if they ever come up with something real good. Nope. I like to just amalgamate. You never know what you'll get. Now then. I'm aware of how wild the pits can be. Mostly because my character is very squishy without barrier. That's the only downside to this build. I've realized you really don't have a lot of max life in it. You've got very little max life until you do all your tempering and masterworking. And this actually causes you to have a bit of a situation whereby you kind of go squish real fast. Because Paragon board-wise, it is quite point heavy. And on top of that, you need plenty of sustain. Sorry, you have plenty of sustain, but low overall max value. So the barrier effectively doubles it, but still. Stick them together and make one extra long song. Lol. I don't want to be the Eddie Long Way. You know, no offense intended, Eddie, but I don't want to be the Eddie Long Way this time. It's hard to decide, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel 1 is better, but sometimes I feel 2 is better. Vengeance has a clear preference. But I personally, I understand this is a tough choice. Sometimes it do be like that. With the other ones, it was much more immediately obvious that, oh, this one's better, you know. But with some of these ones, a bit more difficult.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
I think the thing I love most about this build, though,
The challenge, eh?
is the honest-to-God Black Panther vibes. I get it all settled and I go. You know what? Actually, it's not a bad idea. And also, sorry, I thought that was Eddie that said stick them together and make one extra long song. It was Baron. I don't know why I saw it as Eddie. Lol. My apologies. That's why I was making the Eddie Long Way joke, because back in Where Winds Meet, that was his name. So I got confused. Now I see it. But you know what? Actually, why don't we rely on the power of AI to Frankenstein that shit? Theoretically, my fellow nerds, it is theoretically possible for me to pull a Frankenstein, actually. Theoretical. But the whole Marvel universe is all about theoretical shit sometimes, right? So let us ask ourselves, what if? What if I Frankenstein it? Theoretically possible. Wait. Okay, first I select this one. Man, Frankensteining is so hard. Oh, so they look the same. Okay. Okay, but theoretically. Well, listen, I know the results are not guaranteed, but that's why we experiment.
That's it for that piece.
I'm no fool. I'm no fool of a took. I understand. So what does happen if I mash? These are questions that I must know. Okay. Let's go slay the infernal hordes. So I put version 1 and version 2, and we're going to mash them and see what happens. This will either sound really good or like shit. So let's do a sonic experiment, guys. And welcome back, Eddie. Good to have you among us again. Look at my cool centipede spirit. So cool. How come they don't have a line for the Spiritborn? What the hell? The Daughter's Traitor. Like, I'm a Spiritborn, bro. Say some shit to me, man. Every other class they say Barbarian, Rogue, Far have you wandered. Spiritborn gets no line? Disrespected. Yeah, and then he never showed up for like years and just wandered back today, so don't you act like you a homie. You got a long way to prove. And thank you, Eddie, for putting up that message. Appreciate you, man. See, Eddie is a homie that actually shows up. Where was you at, huh? Yeah. You have a long way before you regain friend status, okay? You will eventually regain it. Still, you got a long way to go, buddy. Okay, the mashup's not ready yet. And I have not forgotten that you sponsored a few of my early streams and stuff like that, but still, bro. You're not even a channel member right now, and you only wandered back. What's to stop you from wandering away again, huh? I value loyalty and friendship the most. You gotta be a homie to be treated like a homie. Stop being one, and I won't treat you like one, you know? That's why there's a lot of people from Darktide. I see them crawling back whenever I stream it, you know? I don't treat them special. I don't treat them like homies because they're not. If you're not gonna roll with me when I do something else, you're not gonna roll with me when I'm on a different grind, then you don't deserve my time. But you stay loyal, you really roll with the bot. Day I win an award, like I always say, you're gonna be at my show. I'm gonna be making sure you're at the front row. Now, come on. No, the mashup is still not done. This is taking a while. Hopefully, it's gonna be actually interesting. Hello, Baron, putting up the waifu link. Yes. For those that desire specialized waifu products, I've got a special discount for you guys. 10% off, alright? You can get some products to make your life less lonely. If you're not as cool as me, of course. I will admit, though, the free body pillow I got for them to do their sponsored stream was pretty darn awesome.
Quite the challenge.
I want them to spawn Hellborn. Let's go. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you get a good price on that. I believe in you, Eddie. I'm currently negotiating with Xiao Hongshu, the basically Red Note. They want me to post on their community stuff. I said I could be down for that. You know, I could be down to post my stuff. Just the videos and stuff that I would already post to X anyway. They've been asking if I would. And I said, hell yeah. I just might. Okay, the mashup is done, guys. Here's the Two Thrones mashup. Let's see how it sounds. Version 1. There's 2 versions as well.
Learned my name, it speaks as if we are the same. No threat, no chain, no open war. Just one more throne behind the door. It offers weight I used to know, a second crown for what I owe. It says the loneliness can end if I were lonely, let it end. In the same dark hall, one for the fall, one for the call. It does not ask me to kneel down, it only asks me to share the crown. 2 thrones and the space between is where the other starts to dream. Smiling through the stone, I feel it claiming what I own. It knows the price I already paid. It knows the light I let decay. It does not promise to restore. It only promises one more. 2 thrones in the same dark hall. Starts to drift. Feels more kind. What if the door was never open? What if the dark was where I belong?
Okay. That was pretty hot. That was pretty hot. Second version of the mashup.
Does not shout, it does not break, it only waits for me to wake. It learned my silence, learned my name, it speaks as if we are the same. No threat, no chain, no open war, just one more throne behind the door. It offers weight I used to know, a second crown for what I owe. It says the loneliness can end, if I will only let it end. Two thrones in the same dark hall, one for the fall, one for the call. It does not ask me to kneel down, it only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is where the other starts to dream. I feel it smiling through the stone, I feel it claiming what I own. It knows the price I already paid, it knows the light I let decay. It does not promise to restore, it only promises one more. Two thrones in the same dark hall, one for the fall, one for the call. It does not ask me to kneel down, it only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is where the other starts to dream. I could refuse, I still might choose to keep this ruin only mine. But every night the offer grows, and every night it feels more kind. What if the door was never wrong? What if the dark was where I belong?
Okay, I have to say, I think for me, Mashup version 2 is the one. Mashup version 2 genuinely felt like the one. Because I liked the way it combined not only the strong instrumentals, but solid vocals as well. I think that will be the one for me. Version 1 wasn't as strong, it was just a combination of the two. But the second version of that mashup had all the strengths that I liked initially. None of the weaknesses. So that one stuck in my brain. Version 2 basically was everything that was good about the one that me and Vengeance liked, but also the stronger vocals of the original version 1. So that to me was dead solid right there. Impressive. Whatever. This will work. I'm gonna wait a while, and then I'll listen to it again, but later. You know, I like to do that. Like when I'm 100% sure of something, I listen later. I play some other tunes. I play some other stuff first. You know, get out of the mindset. Then I come back and find out whether it does it hit. Does it really hit? Yep, always. That's my style with every single production that I've ever made and every single production that I will ever make. But anyway, I'm glad that Eddie got a good deal on his advertising. Sounds good. Now, I'm gonna play something with a completely different vibe. So, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna put on a little rap. We need to completely change the mindset and the vibe first. But anyway, you got people you don't like? It's just one thing to say, alright? It's FMC, alright?
Front row there with the enemy. Big fake smile when the cameras flash. Now he want love, man. Miss me with
that.
FMC, keep distance. Same last name, different business. Sat with the ops, pick that path. Don't come home when we lap them fast. Seen that post, seen that grin. You was outside, you ain't kin. Hands up high at another man's show. They hit my phone like I don't know. Nah, back up, that's done. Big snake move from a day one. Talk real sweet when the light's on me, but you pick their side. FMC, I don't argue. I just marked that line. Same blood once, not the same side. He knew the grind, he knew the cost. Still stood there when the wires crossed. That ain't love, that's clout with legs. 1 week move and the whole thing dead. Cousin by name, but the code got cracked. You went over there, now stay with that. FMC, he switched on me. Front row there with the enemy. Big fake smile when the cameras flash. Now he want love, man, miss me with that. FMC, keep distance. Same last name, different business. Sat with the ops, pick that path. Don't come home when we lap. You was loud over there, stay loud then. Don't creep back when the wave comes in. Don't say bro, don't say blood. You chose them, that's enough. I got receipts, I got screenshots too. Whole group chat already laughed at you. Snake in the grass got seen by 3. Now everybody saying FMC. I cut ties clean, no speech, no cry. No sad song, no asking why. He made his move, let the record show. We kept ours solid when the room got cold. No backstage, no free pass. No side door love when the lights turn back. If they got you now, go stand with them. Same last name, don't make us friends. Who switched? He did. Who lied? He did. Who clapped there? He did. Who comes back? No bid. Same blood? Not now. Same side? Shut down. One snake, one fact. If you went over there, keep that. FMC, he switched on me. Front row there with the enemy. Big face smile when the cameras flash. Now we want love, man, miss me with that. FMC, keep distance. Same last name, different business. Sat with the ops, pick that path. Don't come home when we lap them fast. FMC. Keep that. Snake move. See that.
And let that rap song be a little bit of a message to all the people who switched up on me. Don't think I don't see the fact that you guys are watching other TFD creators. Go for it then. But when the game gets its plug pulled and you guys want to crawl back to the Robot Nation and we be on some different shit, don't ever think you're gonna get love, alright? The ones who stuck with me when I was doing different shit, they're the ones who are gonna get love, alright? But either way, I hope most of those people don't ever try crawling back, because if they do, they are literally just gonna get FMC to the face. So remember, loyalty till the end, people. That's what I value. I'll check out the update on your project in a little while, Baron. Oh, this is the this is the wisp catching one. This is pretty interesting. I want to fight the butcher though, but I can't fight him in the fire. That's the only downside.
Fresh meat.
Oh shit, I only get 7 seconds to beat him? Oh, that's not gonna happen. Whoops. Yeah, my DOT doesn't deal enough damage yet. Oof. Let me try the Stalking Devil. Let me fight him at full power. At full strength and just see what happens. I think I should be able to. What's up, Butcher Man? I don't know why this version is weaker than that version. Like this version I can kill no problem. Look at him. He's literally already dead. He just doesn't know he's dead, but he is already dead. There you go. He's dead. Like he's dead for real now. I don't know why that, like the version in the Chaos Wave. Maybe it's because you're not supposed to kill him or whatever. I mean, you can on other characters, other builds like the Barbarian. But it just feels so weird, man. Ah well. It is what it is. I love putting piano in my stuff, by the way, Carvel. I mean, I think you guys have noticed, but I always like a little bit of piano. It makes a big diff to me. There's one. There's another dead man. I love full poisoning them and just leaving them to die. It's like Omae wa mo shinderu. Rose are red, violets are blue. These hellborns are already dead. They just need to know it too. I really gotta stay out of the hellfire though. Hellfire is literally the only problematic thing about this. Hellborn can now ambush me? Hell yeah.
Quite the challenge, eh?
Let's go murder Bartuk. I'm ready. I have no idea or experience with that, so I'm sorry that I can't give you a better opinion. I know nothing about it. Freaking Bartuk and his ability to survive. Chaotic Essence, don't mind if I do. Well, alright. Okay, we're good. Let's get out of here. Some more nice harmony of epic hours. Hey, Lewis, what up?
You know where to find
Hope
me.
the vacation is treating you well, brother. Just gonna stick more epic hours in there. No.
Mainland.
Material
That's
didn't
it
give
for
me
that
anything
piece.
good.
Now then, where would you begin?
Okay, let's start with Pit. I don't particularly need to kill Lord Zir, or do I? I cannot tell. It doesn't matter. Again. Either way, I would have done so. Excuse me. Let's go. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see if I can do a tier 86. Now, once again, we're going to play something completely different. All right. Switch up the vibe, and then we'll come back to where we need to be. And lol, Eddie, I love that emoji selection. Okay. 1 second. How to increase damage output? Follow the build. And if you're building a character that I don't have a build for, then improve your stats and gear, dude. How else are you going to improve your damage output? Stats, gear, aspects, all of it. That's why if you don't know the math behind calculating a build, follow one from somebody else, or, well, time to learn math. You can do the calculations yourself with an Excel spreadsheet if you want, but that's the only way. Paladin, I don't have a build for, sorry. You should look for a content creator that does Paladin stuff, then follow their build. Well, assuming they know their shit. If you watch their live streams, like, kind of like with me, they'll demonstrate, like, how they actually level up and stuff, so yeah. But if you're Torment 8, of course you can't be doing Torment 11. You clearly don't have the gear and stuff, so bro. That's why build is important, man. If you don't know how to build, find a guide. Diablo 4 is not the type of game where there's just one magical answer, like, oh, just do this or just do that. First, you have to know what's wrong with your build, then from there, you can doctor it. Barb is a lot stronger, but yeah, it can be pretty boring because it's very straightforward. But it's up to you, man. As long as you follow my builds, you'll have no problem. But then again, you've already seen that with the Barb build. Yeah, it's because that's the literal best strat. It's the cheapest way to start the season because it requires the lowest possible investment. Barb is just straight up insanely strong. Yeah, you're welcome. If in future you decide to follow me and just play the classes that I play, you'll have a much better time. But it's up to you, Jagrit.
Being followed.
Lol, Barblade. That's one way to put it. This poor boss is already dead, it just doesn't realize it. Look at it. It's still attacking. Rose are red, violets are blue, omae wa mo shinderu. Okay. More power, yes? Yes. Let us power more. Now, give me a moment. I need to check on the messages. 1 second, just clearing messages on my art stuff. Okay, yay. Dunzo. Good. I'll just let that keep developing. Looks like a skate ramp. Feel like I need to do an ollie off that. Alright, let's go.
It is done.
Talismans, mysteries. This time it was literally a random bunch of shit. Nice. And wow, guys, every single one of these is garbage. Yo. Check out the garbage, bro. Hell yeah. Now that's some garbage. Okay, throw it all away. See you later. Seems interesting. Anyway. Put this one in here. It was unique. Oh, excuse me. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now one more song before we circle back. Alright, before we circle back to the 2 towers. The new version. Just to confirm how good it is. Now, ladies and gents, if you haven't heard it, I mastered Raven Prophecy today. And let me tell you, that shit be hot. So here you go. Let the Viking spirit fill you, ladies and gents.
Skuldmun syngja örlög ganga nær og nær. Þegin og líðið vængjum í myrkrið. Þegin og spá í nandar í mér. Sjá, rafnin kemur, heyr, vængir slá. Blóð mun falla, jörðu mun drekka, nótt mun opna augun sín. Sjá, rúnar brenna. Syngja það sem kemur rafnast heyra, rafnar vaka heyra, nornir í kalla heyra, skuldmun syngja heyra, rafnast brotnar brátt. Enginn flýr það sem spunnið, enginn sleppur vefnum þeim. Rafnin drekkur ótta manna, völva syngur dauðans lög. Þegið nú, líði vængjum í myrkrið. Þegið nú, spáin andar í mér. Sjá, rafnin kemur, heyr, vængir sló. Blómun falla, jörmun drekka, nótt mun opna augun sín. Sjá, rúnar brenna, heyr, goðin þegja, ekmun syngja það sem kemur. Rafna spór. Veit ek hvar þú fellur, veit ek hver þig kallar. Veit ek hvar blóð rennur, veit ek hvar dýr opnast. Ek sé þig í vengjum svörtum, ek sé þig í augum fugs, ek sé þig á brún daurans. Kom nær og hýð mér. Rafnar vaka, nornir galla. Rúnar brenna, spáin anda. Sjá, rafnin kemur, heyr, vængir slá. Blómun falla, jörmun drekka, nótt mun opna augun sín. Sjá, rúnar brenna, heyr, goðin þegja, ekmun syngja það sem kemur. Rafna spór. Rafnar hvísl yfir haugum, vængir svartir falla nær. Þoka rís og mánin blæðir, valva sér það sem kemur. Rafna spór.
All right, there we go, ladies and gents. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed that. Now, there's only one little thing that I'm gonna do here, and that is change the stat on this. I'm actually gonna enchant it. Both of these modifiers are really good. I'm gonna see if I can take off the cooldown reduction and get, well, attack speed actually works. That's exactly what I wanted. Nice. Okay,
Ancients, watch over this
let's
one.
temper this now with offensive stats. Let's go for that Dieter. Not yet. Needs to be a greater affix. There we go, see?
Worthy of the ancient feast.
Now we need attack speed. So we go until we temper attack speed. Let's go. Nope. Now we're talking. Grand. Okay, now we have a bit more resistance in our kit, so we should not die horribly. Too horribly. We will still die horribly, but we will die horribly within reason. That's what we want. We want to be able to die horribly within reason. Okay. All right. Now, Let's try tier 87. I'm kind of feeling bold, but you know what? 87. Smart decision. All right, ladies and gents. After this, we will play the two towers again. New version, the mashed up version. And we'll see whether or not it really feels as good as it should. Let's find out. One thing, I'm just going to adjust this now. It's going to need something like this. And I don't particularly think we need CDR, because my thing already takes care of CDR, so. He is basically a very, very old subscriber. He actually used to know me when I played the game that should not be mentioned. Back then, he did his best to support, but he's been gone for years. He just suddenly showed up out of the blue again recently. But I did tell him straight up that, honestly, you know, look, you're more than welcome to stay, because he's never done anything bad to me. But at the same time, like, bro, you know, I can't really be treating you as a full-on homie. So he's gotta earn his place among us again. But he has been around me before. And at the time, he was cool. He used to hang out on my streams often, even when I played other stuff. But yeah, like I said, he's been gone for years. Don't know why he's suddenly back, but you know, as long as they didn't switch loyalties, I'm usually okay with most people. Like, the only people I remove are those that, like, actively straight up switch loyalties, you know? Like, I saw some of the TFD people, they switched over to watching that guy that straight up would harass me, and we talked about him and said don't mention him and whatnot. Like, they literally switched over to watching him. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is the asshole that you guys were laughing and roasting with me on my streams. And now that I don't stream TFD anymore, you know, you're gonna switch over to watching him? Okay, cool. You do you, but I remove those people from Discord straight up. Doesn't matter how much they donated, doesn't matter how much they were around. You switch up on me, I say FMC. You know, that's my style. But yeah, biggest fluff is, I mean, he's never switched up, so I'm okay. I'm okay with that. And just to be clear, I don't mind people watching other streamers. I know some people do. It does not bother me. But what does bother me is when you switch loyalties. Now that, aha, okay. You want to watch other streamers, but you still make time for me? That's cool. You know, or you still treat me like family? You know, that's cool. But the second you stop treating me like family, or you genuinely switch up on me, you know that I don't take that shit lying down. We go gangster mode on that shit. But yeah, for me, that will always be something I take seriously, because I know, for me, it may not look like it some days, but I know it's a matter of time before I blow. Alright? It's not like I haven't blown up once or twice, but yeah. I'm gonna keep doing it over and over and over again. And those people just aren't gonna be there on the day that I really hit the big leagues. But those people who really stick with me, they'll be there. Yeah, they really went to the ops. I'm like, okay, cool, you do that, man. But FMC for me, man. I'm not gonna care. Ew. He must not die while I'm still, because I need to go back and get the thing. I mean, he's already dead from the poison. I knew he would die. No! The stone disappeared. Shit. He died from the poison too fast. Oh well. That's the only downside to the poison build. You poison them enough to kill them, and if they accidentally whack you with an attack or something and you die, well, whoopsie daisy. Ah, well. What can you do? Can you do what? Now then, this Ring of the Writhing Moon is permanent, so actually, you know what? I think we can transfigure it. I think this is satisfactory to me. I'll transfigure it. Oh, I guess I got more cooldown reduction. Oh, dang, it changed one of my stats. It changed my dex stat. Well, shit. Can't transfigure that again. I guess that's just luck and chance there. Ugh. I can't believe it changed my dex stat to a cooldown reduction. Oh well, whatever. The next ring that I get will have to have a strong dex stat. But them's the risk. That's the risk of transfiguration. You just gotta accept it sometimes. Would have been better if it was an enhancement, but eh.
Chart the course.
Okay, let's roll.
Step up to my anvil.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, now let's go get an escalation dungeon, and like I promised, we're gonna play the two towers again. Alright, this is the mashup version. Let's see if it hits just as hard as it did earlier. You know? That's why I always like to double check with the music. You gotta listen to some other stuff for a while, and then you come around and listen to it again. Here we go, ladies and gents. Two Thrones.
It does not shout, it does not break. to kneel down. It only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between is where the other stars to
Walked into that one.
Still might choose to keep this ruin only mine. But every night the offer grows, and every night it feels more kind. What if the door was never wrong? What if the dark was where I to let it dream.
Welcome back. And yeah, you know what? I think that one is definitely the right version. Okay, that was the mashup version of Two Thrones, and you know what? I think it really did take the best of everything. I am reviewing it, indeed. Like I said, I wanted to check and be sure. This is good. This one has potential. I think it's time that we adjust a few things. Now, 1 second before we carry on. Sorry about this. I'm just programming something right there so it can cook while I'm working. Now I need to double check one last little thing here. Ah, this is Glynn's Anvil. Okay, we're gonna try and craft some good ass pants. And I'm glad you guys like the song. Two Towers is a fantastic track. Absolutely love it. Okay, first we get rid of all this. Now we're gonna do a little bit of crafting. First and foremost, these pants that you see here. Okay, we're going to add an affix. And we're gonna try our luck with adding a defensive affix. Yes, I know it'll bind it to my account. Okay, now here's the problem. We have max life right there, right?
What brings you
But
to
we
the
cannot afford to
ancient
lose that greater affix. So what we're gonna do is, unfortunately, we don't have a choice. We're gonna enchant it, right? Then we just do no change like that.
Find your way back.
Then now we have to do a focus reroll. And we're gonna focus reroll these defensive affixes until we literally get something perfect. We need one to be armor, one to be all resist or some similar. Also hold up the potion. I think it's a utility one. We're gonna do a chaotic reroll on the utility one. Vigor, regeneration. I really don't care about that. Do the thrash. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to be smart here. Just going to remove the affix. Now it's back to this. Now we'll add affixes. And we'll solely add defensive affixes. Resistance to all elements is pretty good. Life regeneration, life on kill. I have to remove one of these and remove the good one. Love that. Okay, we'll add an affix first. This one should transform into Dex. Okay, this is perfect. Now we don't need to worry. Now we're going to add another defensive affix. Okay, now we can do focus rerolling. Focus reroll will only reroll defensive affixes into other defensive affixes. We want armor if possible. Not life on kill. Okay, we got armor. It's good. We cannot change life on kill, so we'll just leave that be for now. Alright. The goal, however, is to see whether or not I can last without vigor regeneration. I should be able to, but I want to double check. Actually, maybe I should have left vigor regeneration on there. Bugger. Okay, let's just gamble again. I was silly. Because once I upgraded to a legendary, I can't do this anymore. We're just gonna take a chance. I knew it would remove armor. God damn it. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're going to add the resource affix. Vigor regeneration. Now we're gonna do a focus reroll of said affix. Okay, we got 4. Now we're going to add an affix. And then we're gonna do a focus reroll. This is dumb. I'm sorry, guys. What a waste of resources. One of the rare times that I will need this, but okay, actually. How are we doing in terms of armor? I guess I can go with the resist all elements. Okay. That's fine. Now that I have that. And it's a pretty decent roll. We'll enchant it with Glynn's Anvil. Okay. Then we temper.
Step up to my anvil.
Now we need to do a defensive tamper of max life. Temper. Okay, now it's a greater affix. Then
That is a scary craftsmanship.
okay, all the way up. Now it's got even more max life, which is perfectly fine. Then we make 2 sockets. Where are you going? Okay.
A jewel plucked from the sky.
Then we'll unsocket Seer Cry. Put on the new pants. And look for Seer. And Cry. Okay. Lovely. Now this is good. This is as stacked as it's gonna get. We gotta gamble. Transfigure. It gave me an extra greater affix. Nice. And its resistance to all elements. Okay. I am a defensive champion. Now I should be able to survive more shit.
Worthy of the ancient.
Fingers crossed. Only have 19,000 health, but it's fine. This is the kind of build it is. My health is relatively low.
Interesting.
All because
Goodbye.
this is the way.
It has been a pleasure.
Pure damage. Okay, now we go back in. Sorry, just quickly programming this. Okay, now the AI can cook on that. Now let's go test out the strength of this.
I hope whatever's here puts up a good fight.
Rahir is hoping that whatever is here puts up a good fight. I'm trying to prevent, like, damage-wise, I'm already dealing close to billions per second. But that's not my worry over here. My worry is my own survival. So you guys know, the amount of poison damage that my Spiritborn dishes out is so immense that targets are just guaranteed to die, but they've also got so much hit points that they take a full 5 seconds to die. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating. Bosses take 5 seconds. These guys take maybe 2 or 3, but it's always quite funny. They're like still walking and attacking. So just take note that this technically makes enemies more dangerous to this build than it actually does to, say, the Barbarian, because with the Barbarian, they instantly die. This one, they don't. So do be careful. While my build will sustain you, keep you alive, you gotta be careful. Phew. Jumped through that. I wonder why Adjudicator's Mask was there for no reason. A unique charm. Oh, Lockrans. Well, damage over time can't crit, so crits are useless to me. I mean, I can still crit with Stinger itself, but yeah. Season's fine. No problems on my end. Just enjoying the Spiritborn, which is my 3rd character. Then, like always, I'll publish the build so others can enjoy. Well, Vengeance, man, I hope you got a chance to hear the mashed up version of Two Towers. It's genuinely pretty sweet. But if you didn't get to hear it, Vengeance, man, no problem. I will play it for you. Yeah, nice, Angry Ankle. Well, no problem. I'll play it for you again so that you can feel the full glory. I think so far we have come to a conclusion that the mashup version is the best of everything. So I'll give you a chance to hear it again. It's definitely hot. It's definitely hot. But of course, you know, you deserve a chance to hear it. So here we go. Mashup round 2. Enjoy.
Not break, it only waits for me to wake. It learned my silence, learned my name. It speaks as if we are the same. No threat, no chain, no open war. Just one more throne behind the door. It offers weight I used to know. A second crown for what I owe. It says the loneliness can end if I will only let it end. Two thrones in the same dark hall. One for the fallen. claiming what I own. It knows the price I already paid. It knows the light I let decay. It does not promise to restore. It only promises one more. Two thrones in the same dark hall. One for the fall. One for the call. It does not ask me to kneel down. It only asks me to share the crown. Two thrones and the space between. It's where the other stars to I could refuse. I still might choose to keep this ruin only mine. But every night the offer grows, and every night it feels more kind. What if the door was never on? What if the dark was where I
So that is the mashup version. When we combined version 1 and 2, and that was the better mashup version. It combined into two versions again, but the first one was very much weaker. So this was the final product. Hopefully, it was decent enough for you, Vengeance Man. Oh, I make a lot of music. Angry Ankle. Depending on whether or not you stick around me, I make a lot of the good stuff. If you're interested in seeking out more of my music, you can find me as RealAsianRobot on SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever. I distribute my music professionally, although I don't have that many listeners. But yeah, I hit quite a variety of different songs. Yep. Honestly, just a matter of time before I blow. Mostly because I can literally conquer any genre. Oh, he's on Twitch, so... Oh, thank you for putting up the music command, but he won't be able to see the YouTube music command. But I do appreciate you doing that. Of course, every streamer should be dual streaming, triple streaming, or more. Any streamer that's only streaming on one platform is, and I hate to say it, a bit of an idiot. I was an idiot for a very long time, sticking only to YouTube. YouTube is my main, but let's just say that something came through for me that made it much more viable for me to stream on both platforms. So once I was capable of doing that, it made sense for me to stream on both. I honestly just keep Twitch around because you never know who might discover you, and at the same time, I do get Twitch drops, so for most of the games that I partner with and stuff, so it's a lot easier for them as well. But I'm primarily a YouTube content creator. And thank you, Baron, for the lovely super chat, yeah? I appreciate you, my friend. Let me know if there's anything I can play for you, brother. Well, thank you, Baron. I can't wait to make the next few tracks of this album. It's gonna be fun. Now that we have the mashup combined version, I can use that as a new data point. And we're gonna make some cool shit happen. The story of the Fallen One is not yet over. You want the Dwarven Tavern music? Alright, why not? Perfect. Perfect little breather for metal. Why not? Let's have some medieval tavern music. Of course, a Real Asian Robot original. I'll put it on the robot radio in just a second. Ah, the Death Toll Chamber. Brilliant. Now, before we stab ourselves in there, I'll go look for the Gem Vein Glory. It'll be around here. Scroll past Freaky God. Alright. This one's just for you, nerds.
By the stones of the deep!
Let's get Dwarven up in here for Baron, alright? Yo.
The black vein where the emeralds shine, axe Axes swinging like lightning, the whole mountain mine. Now the carts are loaded and the elders are cheering. Time to forget the dark and start the world celebrating. Gem vein glory, gem vein glory. We beards dripping ale and chest puffed. We pride bang your tankards till the rafters crack and roar. Dwarves are the kings or the stone evermore. Gem vein glory. The lassies are circling with hips swinging bold, whispering sweet nothings about the veins we just hold. We'll arm wrestle for kisses and drink till we're red, then stagger outside to water the heather bed. We'll sing o'er the riches and the lasses we've chased, and laugh at the surface folk who think we're disgraced. 1 month for the gold, 1 month for the gold, 2 months for the gem, 2 months for the gem, 3 months for the brothers who'll drink till the end. Drink, yay, bastards, drink up! Tomorrow the forges will roar and the hammers will fly, but tonight every dwarf is a king under sky. We own the deep earth, we own the bright stone, and as long as the ale flows, the mountains are thrown. Gem vein glory, gem vein glory. We beards dripping ale and chest puffed. We pride bang your tankards harder till the whole kingdom wakes. Dwarves are the kings, now scream it till it breaks. Gem vein glory, okay. Gem vein glory, okay. Gem vein glory, okay. Gem vein glory.
All right, that was Gem Vein Glory right there. We'll continue the tavern vibes. And yeah, I can actually handle T10 and above already via the pits, but there's a methodology that I use for speed leveling these characters. Not everybody will agree with it, but there's a reason why. Look, I'll just say it. I've got a very different methodology to most creators out there. But it's what works for me and for those that choose to follow my ways. If you feel that you've got a better way, then of course, you know, by all means do it. But yeah, I go by my own measurements. Makes things a lot easier. Wait. I'm sure you do, Vengeance Man.
Until next time,
Yes, until next time, Wanderer. Absolutely. I plan on enjoying the game the way I wanna. In fact, I will say it straight though. Normally, the second somebody backseats or even makes a suggestion, I just ban them straight away. I hate backseaters the most, but you seem like a nice guy, so obviously I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's usually the one thing that I normally do not tolerate. Because a lot of the time you see people, they'll say like, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And I'm like, I mean, look, not trying to sound arrogant here, but I'm literally the guy that has not only worked on this game, but I've literally been hired by Blizzard to do videos for them. So, you know, some people look at my numbers and say, that's impossible. I'm like, you sure about that? Because I got receipts. But anyway, you know, when people try to tell me what to do, I'm like, yeah, nah. Okay, Lewis, some freaky god? Sure. Why don't we have some freaky god in between the tavern music, you know? I don't mind that. A little bit of a change up on the vibe.
What do you see?
How much time do we have left to stream? Yeah, okay, we got time. Yep, I get that. But I tell you, most professional gamers absolutely hate tips. Myself included, I can't stand them. Like, when people try to give me tips, I'm like, do you really think I don't know what I'm doing? Like, you do realize that I'm the guy that conquers several games, does the builds, does the most casual, easy way for people to play, and then I move on to the next game to conquer. So when people try to tell me shit, I'm like, yay, okay. How about no? When they work for Blizzard, Netmarble, NetEase, and several other games, companies, including Nexon, then they can talk to me. If they're not working with at least 5 different game companies, I don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my way of life. Not everybody agrees, but you know, it's just how I roll. Of course, I don't overtly say anything to them. Usually I'll just like quietly remove them if they get annoying or stuff like that, but most of the time it's alright. Okay, 1 second before we carry on. I gotta program this in the background. Okay, that will just cook. Now we'll get some Freaky God going for the lads. And I believe... yeah, okay, we're... okay, due to stream time constraints, I'm just gonna do a normal Nightmare Dungeon. And just kill that. Then we'll try and move on, because I don't want to run out of time. No problem, Fluffy boy. Hey, listen. Every company is good as long as the money's good. People will say this and that. There's only one company I won't work with, and that's Bungie. So I'm glad that they're dying. I hope they go under because I really hate them. But Bungie's the only company I won't work with. Every other company is fair game. Some might have, you know, less good properties, but look, people hated Blizzard for years when they were doing poorly as well. To me, Nexon will have its ups and downs, but when Vindictus comes out, they're going to be making a lot of money. FYI. And I'm a partner for that. Okay. Freaky God time while I slay this. Let's go. New version, people.
똑같은 talk 난 그저 내 맘대로 걷는 walk 삐뚤어진 선 위에서 춤춰 이게 내 세상 baby you should know What's the matter with you 왜 그래 난 그냥 날뿐 눈치 보지 마 I'm doing me 이 밤을 즐겨 freaky yeah Oh I'm a little bit weird I'm a little bit strange but that's my superpower can't you see the change Sorry not sorry that's just the way I am rule breaker heart shaker yeah don't give a damn 춤춰 더 크게 louder than the bass 순간을 느껴 no one can replace me I'm a vibe oh my god me I'm a freaky god Yeah, you call it weird, I call it real 매일 밤 숨겨왔던 my biggest fear 모두가 원하는 그 틀에 내가 두고 싶어지 웃으며 가면 썼지만 속인 지켜진 peace 자유롭다 외치지만 사실은 고독 이 화려한 무대 뒤 숨어버린 소독 I don't fit in, yeah I know that's true 하지만 내 자신은 속일 순 없어 not for you 어둠 속에서 찾은 나의 빛 이젠 절대 숨기지 않아 내가 제일 나다울 때 가장 밝게 빛나는 법을 알았어 I'm a little bit weird I'm a little bit strange but that's my superpower can't you see the change sorry not sorry that's just the way I am rule break your heart shit yeah don't give a damn 춤춰 더 크게 louder than the bass 이 순간을 느껴 no one can replace me I'm a vibe oh my god me I'm a freaky god freaky god yeah oh my god where is the new cool no rules yeah
Yep, there you go. And yes, we're talking about Vindictus Defying Fate. I'm honestly very excited for it. I think it's going to be great, and I've partnered with many games. So I'm already a Nexon partner, thanks to TFD, you know? But yeah, I'm going to be there. I am already an active partner for that, so I'm very excited. They still got a long development process, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see when it actually drops. There is, I think, a PvP extraction type game, similar to Darkest Dungeon, that'll actually be coming out, you know, end of this month. And we'll see. I don't know if because they contacted me today, and I said, okay, look, if there's good partnership terms, I'm there. I'm willing to give it a try. I hate extraction, but this is not a shooter. So because it's not a shooter, I was like, okay, maybe. Ooh, hey, Guerrilla Skills 4. Nice. But anyway, since it's not a shooter, I said, okay, I mean, I hate extraction games most of the time, but I'm down to give it a whirl, so we'll see. But then again, you guys know how it is. Games are always phoning me up. I never played Vindictus 1, I have to admit that, but it was thanks to TFD that I got in for Vindictus Defying Fate. Now I no longer play TFD, but I'm glad I'm still a Nexon partner, because it'd be nice if Defying Fate goes well. If their devs have a better handle on things than the TFD devs, then hey, maybe we'll actually have a product worth having. Yes.
May the light go with you.
Well, you weren't here, Fluffy Man, so of course you wouldn't know, would you? This guy, look at this guy asking questions. You see, this is why we know he wasn't here for all of the history. The history. Shameful, Fluffy boy. Your weakness is showing. Your weakness is showing. You see the heresy? But it's okay. If you properly show up, you will slowly recover from your heretical corruption. Slowly. Speaking of which, though, as soon as the stream is done, I do have to go and check on Darktide. If there's a new event, I'll be playing that tomorrow. We gotta be running that hive scum.
This place. I'm being followed.
Dawn of War 4 is also coming in September. And of course, your boy is partnered for that. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, buddy. We will have you recovering from heresy in no time. But I'm glad your life is slowing down. If the ancient crowd from those days actually bothered showing up, you know, we'd have a scene that is 3 times more happening, I'd say. But I'm glad for the people that are here. Always proud to have my regulars with me. I appreciate you all. Now then, I think we need a bit more medieval tavern music before we end this day, you know? We kinda can't just end on this. So I think I'll play my favorite, which is Steel and Sank Sail, of course. Hey, it's the Butcher. Hello, Butcher Man. Tremble before bust. Oh shit, did I die? Oh crap. Damn it. That means I don't get to finish the dungeon early. No! No way the Butcher... Maybe the Butcher did kill me. I mean, fair. I haven't upgraded most of my shit, so... I can kinda accept that. But damn, really? Wait, does the pit end? Oh, that's so uncool. So the Butcher kills me, the pit just ends. Okay. Noted. I'll have to try not to die against him. Okay, anyway. We'll just put that down as a minor accident. My apologies. Now then, let's do it again.
My boots, dust on my crest, silver-edged prayers carved in my chest, ale on my breath, but a vow in my hand. I drink with the sinners, then ride for the land. Raise your cups for the steel and sanctus sail, hey! For the shield and the stories we won't tell, sing it loud for the sword that never fails. Bless the brave.
It's a good one, but I can't perform those anymore because I never owned the beats. So now I make my own.
Coin on the table, helm by the fire. One quiet moment for all who expired. Laugh with the liars, but I count every scar. My faith wears armor thicker than tar. Raise your cups for the steel and sanctus sail, hey! For the shield and the stories we won't tell. Sing aloud for the sword that never fails.
Bless the brave, let the crooked grow pale.
Steel and sanctus sail. The bell towering, drink to my name, let the rough voices sing. Carve me a cross in the old oak rail and drown my ghost in sanctus sail. Raise your cups for the steel and sanctus sail, hey! For the shield and
let the crooked grow pale.
Steel and Sanctus sail. Steel and Sanctus sail. Steel and Sanctus sail.
There you go, a little bit of extra tavern music. And yeah, I'm glad you still like those old songs, Fluff, but I'll tell you, it can't, like, back then, you know, it was so difficult making music because you didn't, you had to rely on a beat producer and all that. Now, once AI tools came on the market and I learned how to use them, I just made my own. Never looked back. Now I can fully distribute the music. I own all the rights to it. It feels good. That's why I know I'm finally gonna blow, because the writing and the skills that I have, yeah, I can put them to much better music now. Certainly, the only downside is that it's not my voice, but you know what? I saved myself a lot of trouble. If you like Mirrorface, you should actually check out my Low Vibes album. You might like a lot of the songs in that one. It has very similar vibes to Mirrorface. Okay, great. The boss is dead. Now I can run away. Haha, you can't kill me. You can't kill me. The only sad thing is having to wait for the boss to die. Lol. Okay. Okay, pit tier 89 is clear. Almost T11. There goes my menageriste. Good. More damage. Let's get out of here.
Taken aback, I'll be here, swinging away.
It is done.
Ah, yes. Thrash. Thrash. This technically has potential. Technically. Yep. Low Vibes is definitely one of those types of playlists.
That's it for that
It's
piece.
the good stuff. Sorry, let me get rid of this one. We'll keep this here. And just as the last treat, if you like the vibe, if you like that type of mirror phase vibe as well, you might like Hi, My Name is Nolan. Now this one's unreleased, but I think it's pretty good. Okay. Torment 11 pit, just for more levels. Here, let's finish out with this.
Hi, my name is Nolan. Hi, my name is Nolan, and the smile's just a front. I'm drowning in the shallow while I'm smiling through the hunt. Mind racing like an engine with the throttle fully stuck. Every thought's a loaded question, every answer comes with what if. I've been fighting with the mirror, he don't recognize the face. Told them we gon' make it, but the mirror's losing faith. I'm fluent in the silence, I can read between the rain. Turning pain into a puzzle just to stay inside my brain. They say talk to somebody, yeah, I try that in my head, but the version that replies is always 2 steps from the edge. I'm clever with the coping, got a PhD in fate, but the mask is getting heavy and the cracks are starting to break. Hi, my name is Nolan and I'm barely holding on. The lights are on, but nobody's really home. I smile for the people, but the war is in the song. I'm here, but I'm fading. Tell me how to stay strong. My name is Nolan and I'm tired of the fight. Some days I don't wanna see another night, but I keep writing verses like they might just save my life. Hi, my name is Nolan. I'm still here tonight. Every morning's an audition, just to act like I'm okay. Rehearse the I'm good line, like it's opening day. I got jokes for the group chat, got bars for the pain, but the silence in my room is different when it rains. I'm overthinking every interaction that I had. Did I say too much? Did I laugh too loud? Was I sad? The mind's a courtroom and I'm always on the stand, prosecuting my existence with the gavel in my hand. I don't want the pity, I don't want the it gets better speech. I just want one person who can sit with me in the grief without trying to fix it, without turning it to light. Just acknowledge that it's heavy and I'm losing sleep at night. I'm technical with trauma, I can rhyme in 6 ways, but the truth is I'm exhausted from these long internal days. Some nights the thoughts get louder than the music in my ears, and I wonder if the silence will be better than the fear. Hi, my name is Nolan and I'm barely holding on. The lights are on, but nobody's really home. I smile for the people, but the war is in the song. I'm here, but I'm fading. Tell me how to stay strong. Hi, my name is Nolan and I'm tired of the fight. Some days I don't wanna see another night, but I keep writing verses like they might just save my life. Hi, my name is Nolan. Yeah, I'm still here tonight. If you're listening to this and you feel the same way, know that I don't have the answer, but I'm still here creating. One more day, one more bar, one more reason to try. Even when the darkness whispers that it's better if I die. I'm not asking for saving, I'm just saying I'm alive. And sometimes that's the hardest thing a person can survive. Hey. Hi, my name is Nolan. I'm still here.
There you go. So yeah, my writing quality has gotten so much better from those older days, but all the experience that I had in the past, all of it has helped me grow and just do more. So, hell yeah. This one's not out yet, buddy. If you want it to release faster, I'm currently working on several different albums. But the more of my tracks that you play, the faster I can release music, because I need a certain number of plays before I can drop the next album. So you can find my music on every single platform. I am a fully distributing artist, so you can literally just find me anywhere. Some people don't learn, huh, Vengeance? It is like that, man. Yeah, actually, sorry, Fluff already put up the link, but you just find me on any platform, play any of my tracks. As long as you play any of my tracks, I get to release music faster. So, but this one will be after the Viking album and after the Metal album, because the Viking and Metal album need to be finished first. SoundCloud will get the releases first. So if you really want to hear everything ASAP, then SoundCloud is the best. But I make money on all platforms, so it doesn't really matter where they play. As long as somebody's playing it somewhere, it doesn't matter. Because my distributor will just count the plays from everywhere for me. I don't have to care what platform it's played on. What matters is that people play the damn tracks. As long as they play the tracks, it's all good. No, you can listen on YouTube Music, no problem. YouTube Music counts. Any music platform is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter where you listen to it. You got YouTube Music and YouTube Premium. You can listen to my music all on YouTube Premium. All on YouTube Music. But the only difference is that you have to wait for an album release. So SoundCloud, YouTube Premium, and all that, right? They will get the music after SoundCloud is finished, because I release it one or two tracks per day at most on SoundCloud, because it takes time to master them, although I'm much faster now that I understand the techniques and stuff. But I have to take the raw track, I do all the mastering and editing and mixing, then the final track will sound different from the raw versions that you're hearing here. It usually sounds much clearer, much better. Instruments are better and more clear. Vocals they sound more premium. That's because I do all the mixing and mastering. And then after that, it goes out on SoundCloud first. Then once I've gotten all the tracks ready for the album release, then I go straight to the distributor. The distributor then pumps it out to all the stations. So you can listen anywhere, it doesn't matter. Just remember that if you want the latest releases, they'll be on SoundCloud. But you can actually play all my music on YouTube Music, Spotify. It doesn't matter where you play it, as long as you play it, it counts. Then once I get enough plays, I can just drop the next album. Technically, we already have enough for the Viking album to release, but we won't have enough for the metal album after that. So I just need people to play the tracks. It's not really an interesting policy. It's actually pretty standard in the industry. Although it usually doesn't apply to signed artists, because for those traditional artists, they're doing like one album a year or something like that. I'm doing multiple albums in a year. So in order to prevent spam, all right, there's a certain amount of plays you got to reach before you're allowed to release again. So that's why I say, you want to hear more people? No problem. I got you. Just play my tracks. Play my tracks? I got you. Got you. Got you. All right. I'm going to do one last pit and then I'll end stream. I'll stick with just Torment 11. This point's totally fine. Let's go. One sec. Okay, phew. Made it in time. Had to urgently program that so that as soon as I'm done with the stream, I can get to work on some other stuff. God, I love feeling like Black Panther. Ha!
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Got lucky with the artillery shrine right there. Just follow my build, dude. Once you get the gear and the aspects and stuff, you'll be okay, man. If you don't follow my build, like I was telling the other guy, like, bruh, what can you do? Follow the build, follow the paragons, you'll be okay. I even have a build planner for you guys. So there's really no excuses. That's why you'd be keeping the name Bob Bada Diablo John. Come on, dude. You literally have a literal reference and a planner to follow. Raise the power of Kenny.
Nobody walks anymore.
All right, ladies and gents, that does bring us to the end. So, I will be calling it a night here, and I'll be bowing out. You guys have a wonderful time. All right, please do look forward to more of my stuff, and I'm gonna go check on Darktide. If there is a new event, then tomorrow I'll be on that. Spiritborn will take just a short temporary break, but of course we will be back to fully finish it. I'll usually, like, I was planning on doing the update for the Spiritborn build T8, but we actually pushed so far so fast that the video that I posted literally just yesterday is already like way outdated. So, you know how it is, but don't worry, I'll have the video out for everybody ASAP. All right, so thank you very much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you guys. See y'all tomorrow for whatever